Hello everybody, Redgamemaster here. And today we are, for Friday Fun, we are going to be playing Borderlands, the first game. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why I chose to do this. If you actually go... No, not yet, game. If you actually go to the Humble Bundle website, they currently have a bundle that has all three of the Borderlands games. The Borderlands the pre-sequel does not come, unfortunately, does not come with all the DLC, but you do get all the DLC for every other one. So I'd say that's a pretty darn good deal, especially since you can do all of that for $10. So it's a really good thing, and I'm sure all of you guys would like it. So, now that I've readjusted the volume, because me and my sister were playing before, but I want you guys to be able to hear, let's go into single player, and I already do have this character, Mordecai the Hunter, which I started off with my sister. I'm going to save it for that one, and we're just going to go with new character. What about for the ladies? Here it comes. At the corner of my eyes, a pretty little thing approaching me. Evening will be nice and you can go and send me on my way. It's just such a sweet thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, come on, Mordecai, show us that sword. There we go. Lilith, what's this? Ah, there we go. Phasing out and right back in. Ex-military. Not a very good stop, though. And then the big guy himself. Brick as himself. Yep. Oh, you know, I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good. Sorry if I ruined the song to you guys, for you guys on some of that. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to repeat a character. Or I'm not gonna go with Mordecai's before. So alright, he's finally done. Alright, yeah, let's get Brick. Oh, and I didn't even know it plays.
Alright, later, man. Watch out, Sarah. Hey.
Alright, so now we're getting into it. Gotta let all those modules get in there. Alright, yeah. Alright. Before we really get in there, let me show you guys a little something. For anyone that, for some reason, doesn't know. I mean, seriously, this game came out in 2009. It's almost 10 years old. But, as soon as you start off... Oh, dang it. How did I mess up that jump? Ugh. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad right now. Okay, run and jump at that corner. And you come up here and get a red chest early. Yeah, you do have to be careful because sometimes these weapons are higher level than what you can currently use. Now we have a pistol. Yeah, I know. And we have ourselves some more shotgun ammo. Oh, there you are, Claptrap. Come on. Show me the way. Gotta go through your tutorials stuff. leave it like that. Let's put a bit more. No, I like it like that. But let's put a bit of red on there. And a bit of black. Actually, let's... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sure, peaceful. This is Pandora, ain't nothing peaceful. Alright, so yeah, there's quite a few little secrets that you can do and stuff you can find. I'll be showing you guys what I can. We did start a little bit late. Part of that was because even though I've had this game installed for a bit before, there was a little problem when I went to try and launch it today. Apparently a critical file wasn't in it. Let me turn down sound effects and music a little bit too. Something to keep in mind, all these sliders, well, not very much of this was designed very well for PC. I can't use my scroll wheel to go up and down. These sliders have individual spots on it. You can't just slide them around. You have to go, you can't just slide them. There we go. And a whole bunch of other stuff. The game runs well. Then again, it's an Unreal 3 engine game, so it's not like that's really a big thing. And like I said, 2009. But for anyone that played it on the consoles and wants to play more, this is a great thing. Especially since, like I said, it's part of the... Yeah. Especially since, like I said, it's part of the Humble Bundle currently. So you guys can get... if you guys just want the first one for whatever reason, you can do it for just $1. If you guys want the first one and the second one with all the DLC, you got to beat the average, which when I bought this was, well, as long as you paid like $6, you should have gotten it. And then it's $10 to get everything. And crouch. And yeah, this is, like I said, if you played on the consoles, this is pretty much exactly what you played. Other than the controls, there really aren't any differences. But the controls are pretty standard. The only thing that I wish was a bit different was that in the menus, your enter key was your E key. Oh, get back here. There we go. So yeah, I do wish that was a thing, because it's feels kind of silly to have to either go down to the enter button and click on it myself. You bastards. There we go. Come on. Holding up permanent also immediately gives you full health and shields. Yeah. Alrighty. Just gonna get myself some more ammo here. There we go. But yeah, a little thing. Hey. Something to keep in mind for anyone that's been playing the newer Borderlands, there is a lot that they changed from the first one to even just the second one. And if you've been playing it recently, that definitely, if you've been playing any of the newer ones, especially the pre-sequel, that definitely shows more. For instance, the way that all of this just looks is obviously different, and they have these instead of the badass ranks. For whatever reason, I still haven't figured out why I can't scroll over the sniper rifle one, but just so you know, what these mean is once you get at least one level in it, you start to get bonuses for a certain type of weapon. So it rewards you for sticking with a specific type of weapon. And as you guys can actually see down here, for some reason, well, I guess it's just because of how it was at the time, pistol and revolver ammo is actually different, which is not the same thing in newer versions. Yep. Yeah, I know. There we go. Good old Dr. Zed. Alright. Med school degree. Shot, you'll be happy I'm here. Yeah, I played this game a lot back in the day. I even, when the pre-sequel was coming out, because I knew that there were bonuses in the pre-sequel, I actually went out and bought this game and Borderlands 2 for the console so that I could do it, because there were specific bonuses that you get in the pre-sequel for having save files from the previous two. Skag's at the gate. Oh. I thought you were farther away. Oh, there is one more thing I want to point out to you guys. Let's see, video. It's right here in the settings. Depth of field. You'll probably notice I have that off. Keep an eye on the stuff in the background. Just, for instance, those little flags that are right above the this little window. You can see they get a lot blurrier. I'm guessing that that's supposed to be for PCs that aren't as powerful, but this is pretty old. So if you've got even a halfway decent PC, you should be able to play this on any kind of setting. Oh my gosh, she said, would you kindly? I'm getting would you kindly? I'm getting Bioshock flashbacks. Which is weird, but not really because of the whole would you kindly thing. There we go. There we go. So now we just got to take care of a few skags right out here. Hi, little guy. There's another level up. Oh, I did grab the pistol. Yeah, so there are quite a few things that are different. One that I'm sure everyone will remember is that by helping the claptraps that we'll find out in the world, we end up getting backpack upgrades, the SDUs. Skags at the gate. Yep. Fixer upper. So yeah, as we find those guys and we get their backpack SDUs, that'll increase our inventory. We get ammo. Yeah, I know how to access the map, and it's not hold tab. Just hit M like every other PC game. Although you can do that too, but I think most people are just gonna go with M, especially if you're used to playing on a PC. Hey, little guy. And boop, you're gone. There we go. So yeah, my original plan was that we would start off with my Mordecai character that already has his ultimate, and me and my sister would play. But something came up and she couldn't join us today. So obviously, since this is part of the Friday fun, this is not going to become a full-time thing. Although, who knows, when I'm looking for other stuff, I might decide to do that. Standard shield. No, I'm going to get that one. Oh, can't afford it. Oh, well. There we go. Now I can. Bigger shield, and it gets my health to regenerate. Now I have a shield. Damage inflicted upon you will first be removed from the shield. Blinding 9 toes. Something else that you guys may not be familiar with are med kits. You buy, unlike the Insta Health files, these actually go into your inventory, so you can use them. And sync. So yeah, which actually in single player is a good thing because you can hold on to some. You can basically hold on to them, and then because the game pauses, whenever you're in a menu in single player, you can just use it. Not so good in multiplayer sections, or when you're playing multiplayer, because the game doesn't pause when you go into a menu. Skag pup. Alrighty. Now we gotta take out these guys over here. Hey, Raider. Reload. Come on, go down. Pop goes the weasel. Alright, and we got a nice big red chest over here. Really nothing for me to use there. I'm not going to be using a sniper rifle, especially when I only got 2 inventory spaces. So yeah, there is quite a few things that you don't really, that they changed from the first one to the second and third games, that if you're used to playing the second and third are going to seem pretty darn weird and odd. Rhinetoes, meet TK. So yeah, I'm just trying to go through this because essentially we're still in the tutorial, and I want to show you guys as much as I can in the time that I have. Okay. Well, I see them. They've spawned. But, oh, no, there they are. Okay, you first. And yet you keep shooting. And inventory. And now I can use that healing kit. That's number 4. And there we go. So yeah, once we get to number 5, we get our first skill point. Then every time after that, we get one. Just saying it for people that aren't aware that that's how these games work. And the first skill point has to go into your character's special ultimate skill thingy. Yeah, that's TK. Alright. Gotta get his food. So yeah, some information that isn't said in the game that I found out not too long after it was originally released, because I really liked the game, so I wanted to find out more about it, so I went online and did so. For instance, Mordecai the Hunter. His main reason being on Pandora, as far as well, actually not his reason for being on Pandora, that is wrong. If you look up info about him, one of the main things it says is actually has to do with how good of a sniper he is. It says that he's so good of a sniper that he actually won a contest where other people were using sniper rifles while he was using a revolver. So yeah, he's a pretty darn good shot. Brick, the character that we're playing as, he has some unique stuff about him. For instance, in the intro, you may have seen the paw around his neck. That's actually from his first dog, which in the drawn section in the very beginning, obviously that was everyone that's here, and he was the kid with the kid with the boxing gloves and whatnot. And that was his dog. That dog died. I don't remember specifically if it was killed or if it just died, but something happened to it, and now he wears the paw of that little pup around his neck to remind him. Come on, gotta get back. So yeah, actually that's one thing that I kind of liked and disliked about all of the Borderlands games, is that there's information that isn't there's information about characters, especially the playable characters, that isn't available that isn't available in the game. If you ever want a good example of that specifically is to look up Gage for Borderlands 2. She's a DLC character, and there's like 5 or 6 audio logs that explain how Deathtrap was created and give you a good idea of just how smart she is. But you won't find those in the game itself. Although in Borderlands 2 they do fix that a little bit. The 4 main characters do have audio logs in specific areas in specific zones, that if you find all of them, you find a lot more information out about them. Grenade. I'm doing okay for shotgun ammo. I need more money if I'm going to do that. Oh, shut it. Still not enough. Let's buy some more shotgun shells. There we go. Yeah, I can throw it with E. I mean G. Alright. Oh, yeah. Gotta head back to TK Baja to turn this one in. So, yeah. I think we should have enough experience after we turn this in. To be able to get our main skill, which for Brick is basically he goes crazy and just you drop your weapons and you can punch stuff. That's why he's the Berserker. Personally, out of the two, I prefer the Gunzerker from the second game. I like that. Now we're going to head out to take down 9 Tuz. Oh wow, we actually didn't level up. I thought that would give us more experience. Alright, well let's grab some more on our way with these little guys. So yeah, this actually does have all the achievements from the console versions. I talk about that like there should be some major difference between them or something. And one of the ones that most people will definitely miss on their first playthrough, I believe the achievement itself is called My Brother's an Italian Plumber. And basically the general idea is kill an enemy by jumping on them, which can be a bit difficult because you only do like 3 damage, and you're better off doing it at the beginning of the game when you have the weaker weapons, because then you can use those weaker weapons to whittle them down better. My brother is an Italian plumber. There we go. It's one that me and my sister tried getting the other day, and just we weren't able to. We didn't clear out an area properly. We didn't save one enemy for it. But yeah, the amount of damage that you do by jumping on an enemy, as far as I know, has nothing to do with A, how big your character is, and B, what level you are. So it can be quite so. Don't plan on doing that once you're farther along in the game, Don't plan on doing that once you're farther along in the game, and so do it as early as possible. That way you don't have to save a specific. That way you don't have to create a brand new character just to do this. All right, we should be good. Although since I'm on my own, here we go. Oh, okay. I for some reason I got experience for buying stuff. I didn't even know that was a thing. Alright, so actually, you don't have to hit inventory. You can just hit K, just like in most games. And here it is. Gain the ability to go berserk. While berserk, mouse 1 and 2 throw punches. Also, you gain resistance to all damage, and you regenerate health while berserking. And then we have these, of course, and each skill is set up for a different thing. Yeah, can activate it with F. By the way, I know it's a little bit off topic because we're not really playing it right now, and I try to avoid that. But since both of them are first-person shooters, I was wondering if anyone that is watching right now is like me, or was like me, was whatever, and you have been waiting for Destiny 2 to come out on PC, because I definitely have. Yeah, we'll take that. Better shield regen. Because, yeah, I'm excited for it to come out tomorrow. And not tomorrow, next week. I've been waiting for so long. I wanted to play it back when it came out on consoles. But, you know, whole exclusive. Blah, blah, blah. It's a stupid thing, really. And something that I think would generally be better off for everyone if it didn't happen. But I do understand games are expensive to make, especially such big games like Destiny. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know. Dang it. Yeah, give that here. And then we got ourselves the ladyfinger. Good upgrade for our starting pistol. Hey, little guys. Alright, let's go. So right click is an uppercut, left is a quick punch. Oh yeah, I just went a little bit crazy before. I honestly probably should have. Oh wow, that's a pretty good fire rate. There we go. There is one thing about this game that you'll find in pretty much every Borderlands game that kind of irritates me, and that has to do with snipers. You know, if you're used to playing first-person shooters, it's like, oh, I'm using a sniper rifle. Where the dot is where the bullet's gonna go. But that's not how it works in Borderlands. In order for that to happen, you would need a gun with a 100% accuracy, with a 100 accuracy rating. And unless you're going to mod yourself in a gun, which I don't even think it's possible with doing that, you ain't going to find that gun you're looking for. You ain't going to find a sniper rifle with a 100% accuracy rating. Alright, let's just go punchy. And taking out his puppies. Come on. And there we go. That was a lot easier than when me and my sister did it the other day. Okay, and now we have his. So yeah, basically, in some, as you guys, I'm sure you guys know, in some of these weapons there is that red text, which means different things. Basically, all that the red text means in this case is that it's guaranteed, as far as I know at least, is that it's guaranteed to have that blade attachment. And of course, like every boss, here's a nice chest behind it. Each individual shock does less, but I get more, but less accurate. No. How about you? No. Alright. And I really didn't use any ammo in that fight, except for one shotgun shell at the end. Oh, and something that first few times I played through this I missed. There's another smaller white chest up here. White chests have only guns or money or something that can be determined otherwise. Oh, inventory is full. Alright, well I was just taking that stuff for the money. Alright, let's put max health, shield strength. One of the things that I always do is take a look at what's at the bottom. Blood sport, because that's going to be the big kind of end-all be-all for that tree. Killing an enemy while berserk is active, regenerates some of your health. When your shield is depleted, you gain 5 seconds of powerful shield regen. Master Blaster. Killing an enemy increases your fire rate with all weapons and causes you to regenerate rockets for a few seconds. That's not bad. Yeah, see, this is all in explosives. Start off here. Increase the damage. Duration. Damage is going to mean more instead of duration. Punching wall berserk causes you to dash forward. Killing an enemy greatly increases your melee damage for a few seconds. Short fuse increases the decreases the cooldown. While berserk is active, your melee attacks have a chance to spawn cash prizes. So yeah, and since this game comes with all the DLC, obviously you have more skill points to use than you would in the base game. Because, well, that's something that they added in with DLCs in the first one, because people were asking for it. You know, people were like, a lot of people were like, wait, you mean I can't get all the skills? And thinking back to that, I can't help but also think back to when the first DLC came out for Destiny, for the first Destiny game. I remember hearing Alright, so yeah, sorry, just didn't want to interrupt Angel. Or Guardian Angel, whatever you want to call her. So, yeah, one of the things I heard a lot about from some of my friends, I honestly at that point didn't play consoles very much. And I thought to myself, yeah, no, I'd like it, but I'm not going to get it unless there's a console version, which is one of the reasons why I'm so glad there is a console version now. Or will be in less than a week. But I remember when those DLCs first came out, and people on consoles were like, wait, you're saying that now that this DLC's out, I have to go, all the super rare loot that I worked so hard to get from all the raids is no longer the best stuff? Now, one thing you got to remember is Destiny is basically a first-person shooter, is basically an FPS MMO. And that's something that happens a lot in MMOs. Granted, I've never played anything like World of Warcraft or anything like that, but I am aware that in games that are basically MMOs and whatnot, if an expansion pack or DLC comes out, the stuff that you got before isn't going to be the best anymore. Even if it was the absolute perfect equipment, that was the absolute best that you could have gotten in the last one, they're going to add more stuff. They're going to add campaigns. They're going to add more part to the campaign probably. They're definitely going to add more raids, and those raids are going to require a higher level of your equipment and more powerful equipment. So to me, it was just like, wow, really? I guess you guys really don't ever play MMOs, do you, if you don't realize that this is a thing that happens in these kinds of games where new stuff comes out and your equipment isn't even the best anymore. And I want to point out, that was how it was in Borderlands. And yeah, when the DLCs like Zombie Island of Dr. Ned and other ones came out, there not only was there a level cap increase, but there was also equipment that was unarguably better, because that new equipment could go with a higher level cap, and thus you could get the exact same gun with the exact same items, but simply because it was a higher level, it would be better. So that was just funny to me. All right, return to Zed. Oh, geez. Hey, little guy. Bye. Boop. Boop. Any more? No. Okay, you're all dead. As you guys can see, I'm already a lot tougher than I was before. I'm coming into this place, and enemies that would have took two shotgun shells before are now taking nothing, as you guys would expect. But yeah, I think that one of the reasons that you didn't get the same reaction when Borderlands came out with DLC is because of the general MMO feel of Destiny. Yeah, got a grenade mod. And auto-equip is my first one, and it's a Merv. So, if I throw it out, get little itty bitty grenades, little baby grenades. Yeah. Clipper, so there we go. And yeah, the med kits each take up one slot, so you got to be a little bit careful with that. Yeah, you got med kits for when you're out and about, but you could end up but it could end up being very bad for you because, well, it could end up being bad for your pocket because you don't have any space, because everything you've got is because all your spaces are taken up by health kits, by med kits. Alrighty. Yeah, so we are getting to the end of the live stream, although I did start a little bit late, so I won't stop just yet. I'll stop once I've gone a little bit over my 3 o'clock time thing, because, well, like I said, I started late, so it only makes sense that I go late. Hey, TK. Thank you. Suits your pants, and TK's life and limb. But I'd love to watch you go. Nah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take care of one more thing. So, TK Baja, I know he's a bit of a saddening guy. He lost his wife a while back, and even now his leg. And we're actually going to go and get some revenge for him, because the thing that killed, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, like I said, this game came out in 2009, so it has been quite a while since I played, except for recently, but I haven't done much of the paying attention to quests and whatnot that I did back then, because although I do enjoy it, I'm here mostly for playing it and to play with my sister, to play the game with my sister, of course. Alright, why are they here? Let's grab that one. And like I said, we're going to run through this a little bit and get it done. Okay, these guys haven't respawned. So yeah, sorry that I went on a little bit of a rant earlier. There's just some stuff that just makes me chuckle. Like, some stuff is like, how can you be that stupid? And other stuff is like, well, you obviously don't have any experience in that particular thing, do you? Like the whole thing with Destiny. It's like, yeah, it's not that they were being stupid. It's just that they had never had a game that things had worked like that before, because MMOs are almost non-existent on console because of the way that it works. Think about it. If you go and play World of Warcraft, there's no way that you could play that game with a controller. You'd need so many different buttons just to use the skills you need that it's practically impossible. And it almost definitely wouldn't work the way that you think. More melee damage. So yeah, on consoles, yeah, people that only play consoles definitely wouldn't know about that kind of stuff. And here we go. Oh, you got something flashy in your belly. So yeah, as usual, racks are always annoying. But if you got a halfway decent shotgun, they're really not that big of a problem. And I do want to point out, sorry if you guys are noticing a little bit of tearing. OBS is a program that isn't exactly that is fairly well known for messing with frame rates or taking up more of a computer's resources than it probably should within reason, and that's what causes little frame rate lags like this. I would love to be able to use the features that come as part of my graphics card, but I can't exactly switch screens while doing that. It's just, hey, whatever it's showing on your screen, that's what we'll send. And yeah, it's great because it doesn't cause any lag like this. And if I had my editing software, that's probably what I would just stream with, because then I could just download the stream, make the changes, and then upload the edited video. Unfortunately, that isn't how I can do it right now. I'm still trying to save up money between rent and other stuff that keeps popping up, especially right about now around the holiday season. It's not exactly something that I can spend money on. I mean, I could, but I'd much rather spend it on friends and family than this for right now. Not to be rude to you guys or anything, but as I'm sure you guys would say, it is a bit difficult to justify spending money on something that you're really not getting any money from, unfortunately, as I've said before. Wow, seems a little silly doing this at the end, or near the end at least, but that's just kind of how it worked out. I want to ask you guys that if you guys have managed to make it this far, which I'm not saying that would be a hard thing to do, but congratulations for watching this idiot play a nearly 10-year-old game for an hour. So yeah, congratulations on that. But if you guys have watched this far, and of course you guys have liked watching it, leave a like. It does let me know that there are people that enjoyed doing this, and if you really did like it and you guys want to see more and keep an eye on me in the future, hit that subscribe button. I do want to point out, though, that some of my videos of late have been getting flagged as not appropriate for all advertisers, which I've heard people say in the past, other people that have done this that have a lot more people watching them than I do, that if a video gets flagged like that, it's not really going to get sent out to everyone. Yeah. It's not going to get sent out to everyone when the video goes live. So a good way to get around that is, a good way to get around YouTube doing that specifically, is to actually use that little bell icon and sign up for notifications, because that pushes past all that stuff. So if that's something that you guys are interested in and you guys want to know more, just do that for me, please. And of course, I love waking up in the morning and seeing that I have more subscribers than I did the night before, or seeing that I got new subscribers because someone liked the video content I put out. And when I do see that, I try and get more of content like that. Right now, there isn't really an open spot in my weekly schedule, but I do try. But since these Friday funs are, but since these Friday fun videos are mostly just a thing for me to play games that I want to, provided though that there aren't any games that you guys, the viewers, have requested. And if you do want to see me play a game for these Friday funs that you want, say it in the comments. There we go. Because if you guys say it in the comments, of course I will do my best to try and see what I can do. I do have to get permission from the people, because some companies just, I don't know if they don't get it or they're worried about what it might do to let someone play their game so other people can see it. But I think with the way that this works, where it's just me talking over and showing you guys what the game is like at the start, I think that actually ends up working out a little bit better than a long-term Let's Play, for instance. Because from what I've seen and heard, one of the major concerns of the game makers, especially for some of the small, although the indie devs or independent developers or smaller groups seem to understand that, yeah, this is basically just free advertising. I'm playing a game, I'm showing you guys so you guys can see and get some idea of what the game's like before you buy it, and that can discourage. And yeah, some people will be like, oh no, this game doesn't look good, it doesn't look like something I want, and don't buy it. But in the long term, that's probably better than someone buying a game and then not liking it, especially if the game is sold on Steam, because Steam will just take the game back if the person's only played, for instance, an hour, which is roughly about how long these videos tend to be, and determine they don't like it. And that means that the developer has to return that money as well. Steam isn't going to just take that money right out of their own pocket. They're gonna demand the money back from the developer as well. So it ends up being better for the developer too. And I think that's one thing that the indie developers have figured out. So anyway, we managed to kill Scar, the stag, not the skag that killed TK's wife, I assume, and took his leg and got his sword stuck in him. And that is actually it for today, everyone. We have hit our 1 hour mark, plus a little bit extra. And yeah, so that is it for today, everyone. I'm just gonna finish killing these skags. Come on. Down you go. Down, boy. You too. Alright, so yeah, oh, no, one more. That is it for today, everyone. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and like I said, if you guys do, please like, subscribe, and if you guys put a game in the comments, I'll see what I can do as far as getting that for my video for next week, because I do one of these every Friday from 2 to 3. So yeah, as always, this is Redgamemaster signing out, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.